Gangsters. From the Black Fist of the Mafia, diaper baby men in the Yakuza, or xenomorphs with Tommy guns, every culture has its variation of a gangster. But why? Is it for the power? Is it for the money? Is it a reactionary movement of the lower class towards oligarchy societies as means to an end? I don't know. But what I do know is that if it's a gang of sweaty middle schoolers led by a steampunk grunt who gets their fashion advice from Squaresoft's The Bouncer, with intimidation tactics as annoying as a gopher in the garden who's trying to shake you down for the good, you can probably just ignore them until they lose interest because clearly they're not a threat. But what you can't ignore is us because my name is James.
I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speaking Sentai. Holy night. It is not Christmas time, but guys, it's been wintry and stormy outside here in Chicagoland, US of A. And last night, I was strolling through this beautiful second city when it should be the first city. Down with you, NYC. Oh, you think you're cool because your pizza is great? Well, our pizza is casserole, so fuck off. And I was walking and captured in the city streetlights and the moon if it were out. The entire land was glittery from the snowfall. And I said, wow, if you don't have a car, if you don't need to take public transit, you can work from home and you don't have to worry about your roof leaking. The wintertime in Chicago is truly a beautiful sight. It really is. I was enamored by this. My co-host did a little giggle, but it's great. But we're going to bring her in, my bride to never be, the greatest person to not be affiliate yet on twitch.tv/darling homebody. We have my queen, Nicole Jacobs.
Hi.
How are you? What's your thoughts on the winter time right now?
Okay, first of all, can you move that lamp? You keep hitting it and it's so distracting.
I'll hit it and crit it, girl.
It's just like wobbling
But
so
it won't
much.
fall down.
Wintertime. You know I love wintertime. Fuck summer. It's too hot and sweaty and gross.
That's
Fuck
why I
that
love
shit.
it. I'm looking at you, girl.
I'm gonna leave.
Don't. But you haven't experienced the winter yet.
Yes, I have.
From afar, from inside, where it's so fucking hot in here.
The best place to experience winter.
No, you got to go. You wouldn't have seen it glistening like I did.
That's true. I thought about, but it was after you left. I was like, I should have went on the walk with you, but it was too late.
If it snows tonight, we should go on a walk.
I don't think it will.
Dang it. Hurts, donut. It's still only been like 10 degrees out today, so it might still be the same. We should still go for a walk, maybe. Think about it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't, because it's been so fucking cold.
Yeah, when it was slightly windy, I had only been eating chocolate milk frosted flakes or normal flakes, and the world outside is frosted, just like me doing that cocaine. It was very cold out because also it might have been in the negatives, but I don't check the weather because I'm like, I need to go on a walk. You need to do it at least twice a day to keep the bad thoughts of body dysmorphia at bay. But yeah, there were times when I would just go around the block once.
Yeah, I mean, but you should still check the weather to dress appropriately.
Well, the weather outside is frightful.
But you also just don't really seem to care about that. So
yeah, I don't. I used to, in shorts.
You don't like being warm for some reason.
I love being warm. I hate the cold, but I love the cold. But I used to, in shorts, go walk in this weather like it is right now. But I would hop the fence of the highway, and that stuff wasn't plowed or anything.
You were a teen, right?
Yeah, I was a teen.
Yeah, that's just notorious teen boys wearing shorts in wintertime.
And then, but I wouldn't be cold. It was weird. And I'd have high socks on, but I would go to Reese Puffer Elementary and I would swing on the swings. Hopefully it wasn't too snowed out because a lot of the times if it would, like my butt would hit the snow, I'd be like, I can't do this because I don't want a worm that's berm or a berm that's worm.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my worm is berm. That means
Yeah.
my wet is butt.
Yeah.
Nicole, I alluded to it earlier.
Did you?
I would like to do a segment
Okay.
because we don't have a guest today. And normally
Yeah.
with guests, we do like something that related to them. To either do something that's promotional for them or...
Do we?
Yeah, we do. Like we made the Pokemon because it was promoting Corey's Twitch stream.
I guess.
But like, hey, TP, Taylor Paterson, he's a marine biologist. He really is not. I just don't know that he did not give us a name for what he does.
He counts fish.
Yes, so he's a fish counter. He's a pescatarian
like
numerologist.
In Godzilla.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Godzilla, the tuna one.
Yeah.
All right. So we made fish stuff with him. I would like to do what might be the dumbest idea I've
Great.
ever done for
Okay.
the podcast. You are currently trying to get Twitch affiliate
Yeah.
on Twitch /Darling Homebody,
Yeah.
but you draw on there. So my idea was for us to describe the perfect painting. Because you can't draw on a podcast. So, also listeners, if you would like to tweet at us at MSSPod or Instagram us if you have a picture that is the quintessential picture, let us know. Nicole, what do you think is the perfect painting? And if you would like to you would like to move on from this, absolutely do that.
I would like to just ignore that you even suggested this bit. It makes no sense. If I wanted to be more like fun and improv-y, I guess I would say like homemade mac and cheese.
That's the best painting? Like a still life?
Yeah, but also like painted using homemade mac and
Ooh,
cheese.
no thank you. This is starting to get gross. What would be the best style? You know, you have
It would
like
also
realistic.
just smell really bad.
You could put resin over it.
Yeah.
Laminate
Sure.
it. Throw that. Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
many teachers would be mad if you're like, I'm going to laminate my students' paintings today so they're preserved, and just throwing in mac and cheese that has already so much preservatives in it.
Yeah.
Just jamming the laminator.
Right.
Wow. Truly, if you want to see pissed off adults, have the laminator be busted. So, at least in elementary, I would always hear teachers be like, man, that laminator's busted.
Yeah, if you work at an elementary school, of course. You
Yeah,
know
'cause-
how fucking gross and sticky children are?
Just getting grape juice. And you're like, where did you even get that
Exactly.
grape juice? I had it chipmunked in my mouth.
Exactly, dude.
It's a kid who, David Blaine did that trick where he had to put out fire. He'd like light a fire, then put it out with his mouth, but he would just drink a whole bunch of water and
Yeah.
keep it in an area that he could regurgitate.
Yeah.
That's just what kids do to like give their friends grape juice and sodas.
Sure.
Oh man, you would have a suicide in there because they drink a bunch of different soda flavors.
Sure.
They can't split that apart. They're not that wizard Justin Willman.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty good idea. What about in the style of a Picasso painting of mac and cheese?
What do you mean? What about it?
Would that be cool? Or do you want truly a realistic, almost photorealistic version of mac
Yeah.
and cheese? Okay. My idea.
You know, like how people paint with coffee using a coffee cup. Like
Okay.
that kind of shit.
I got coffee in the cup. I play that funky reggae. Here's my idea for the perfect painting. It's Kirby, but he's like got some stubble and sunglasses on. He has a leather jacket as well, kind of looking like Russell Crowe, I think his name
Like
is.
one of the bullies in this episode.
No, because they have freckles, not stubbles painted
That's
on.
one person.
All of them had it. He looks like that guy from Escape from New York, or maybe Escape from L.A.
Trouble in Little China.
That's, I think, the same actor. But
so I'm correct.
Yeah, but specifically his look in
So
that.
I'm correct.
He has sunglasses on, having a smirk, and then in the background is just
Did you say smoke wrong?
a smirk. He has a smirk on his face.
Okay. Making sure.
No, I'm not saying, hey, y'all, you want a smirk from my cigarette? So
From my cigarette?
that's like yogurt, but tobacco flavored.
Yeah.
But specifically cigarette flavor, because if you just have organic
Smirk
tobacco,
from my cigarette?
but compare that to a cigarette, a nice Camel, Newport. And speaking of that, oh man, they're a proud podcast partner of the Tokusatsu Network. Newport's menthol cigarettes. Why? Are you just saying it in like a Boston accent?
No, like someone who's been smoking for 40 years.
Okay. Man, I wish I was a 40-year-old smoker, but I had just started smoking.
Right.
Maybe I'll pick up smoking if I ever make it to 40.
Dude, that's smart. Wait till you're like 80 to start smoking.
To smirking.
To smirking. But by the time you're like 80, I feel like you don't, like you're not stressed or whatever. Like you wouldn't really, benefit from it at all.
If you're 80, just stay strung out, either on morphine, the H.
Don't
Don't tell 80-year-olds what to do. You are an ageist friggin' dink.
Don't tell anyone to do that.
I'm just saying, if you're 80, you've lived a full life, you've contributed to society, hopefully in a good way, positivity. If you have a clean bill of health and a clean bill of wealth.
Like in the episode of Shameless where that lady is like dying from cancer, so she's like, fuck it, I'll do cocaine.
Yeah. Methamphetamines.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if you've gotten to that age, my Nana's talked about this, of just starting to smoke weed. But then my mom's like, oh, she can't do that. It'll mess with her medication. Shut up, Mom.
Will it?
That's what she's saying. It might be a lie. Elder abuse on my mother's behalf. That might be the name of the episode.
Do not.
Elder abuse on my mother's behalf. Okay, so it's Kirby and behind him.
No, the title of the episode is Do Not.
All behind him are like all the Nintendo enemies just laid to waste because he's been smashing and beating them.
They just all have snap necks.
And behind him is Russell Crowe, looking like he just got poofed out of Kirby because that's why he has that jacket and shit on.
Yeah.
I'm about to jacket to
or
some shit. Or
Russell Crowe's just naked because Kirby took his clothes.
Oh, no, that's a funnier idea. Like, he didn't inhale him.
Yeah.
He just straight up...
He just intimidated him.
Yeah, with a knife, a little...
Rolled a nat 20.
Kirby would need that. Because he is not intimidating at all, unless you saw him lay waste.
Yeah.
I'm about to lay waste. Doodle bops.
What?
That's what I would say when Frank would take a poop.
Okay.
I'd say he's making little doodle bops.
Okay, yeah.
Frank, wherever you're at, I love you, and I'm in love with you.
Yeah.
Well, Nicole.
What?
Ooh, do you want to start? I had coffee for the first time in a long ass time, so I'm feeling a little loopy and crazy.
Great.
In MLMp's club. How?
Fantastic. No, I haven't talked about the thing I did this week.
Chia, what up, girl?
Which was play tag with Socks.
Mm-hmm.
I found out that he likes to play the game tag, and it's very fun. He just runs around the apartment, and I chase him, and like I pat him, like, and I say tag. Actually, I say gotcha, bitch, and then I like run away, and he chases after me, and it's really cute and fun.
She was doing it while we were watching What the Hellmouth or Buffy yesterday,
and like he does it for a long time too.
It sucks because TC was not looking at the monitor. He was looking at Buffy. I was like, are you sketching this? And he's like, no. I was like, strats, donut.
Yeah, I kind of want to record it, but I feel like it would just be, you wouldn't be able to tell what the fuck was going on because I'm chasing after him.
What you could do is set up a camera in here, just angled down, and then you would
get a
catch
GoPro.
It. Yeah, or I mean, this webcam right here.
Nah.
Nah, 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 hey. Must be the cunny.
Proud partner of Tokusatsu Network.
And Newport cigarettes. God, I always wanted, I think I've talked about it. Being a cigarette salesman, the dream.
Yeah.
Because I think they make so much money and they're just morally bankrupt, you know?
Oh, okay.
But in a good way, because people know cigarettes are bad for them.
Sure.
So it's not like the last place I worked at where it's like, oh, we're disguising ourselves as an official place.
Yeah.
Cigarettes, hey, you know it causes cancer and a bunch of other stuff, but oh, baby, that menthol goodness rolls down great.
Okay.
You ever smoked?
I apologize to anyone who
is trying to kick the habit.
Yeah, is an ex-smoker.
Dip it in some cocaine and start smoking it.
From like the butt end, not the filter end.
From the butt end, not the... Wait, both are the same.
Then the tits end.
The tits end, okay. Yeah.
What do you call that?
I guess like the cigarette side.
Okay.
The smoke side. The ash side.
Yeah.
The Gary
the
side.
lit side.
Yeah.
I like the tit side.
All right, we'll call it the tit side. And then you got the butt side. Is that why you said that?
Yeah,
wait, then it should be the pussy side.
Oh my God.
All right, you're
not the dick side because it's phallic.
No, but there's a big old hole in it.
No, there's not.
Yeah, yes, that's where the cigarettes, the tobacco goes inside of that long thing.
The tobacco's in there. It's not a hole.
Yeah, okay, but it's like the vagina and the butt. It is all connected.
Yeah.
And so like if you...
Yeah, James, it's all connected.
So if you go in one area, you can end up reaching out to the other. And oh boy, the O's you're about to have. The places you'll go and the O's you'll have. Nicole is still laughing. Okay.
What the fuck is happening? See, this is what I get for deciding to be funny today.
Be funny? Oh, I thought you were going to say, this is what I get for deciding not to have a guest today.
No, I want to be the very best that no one ever was. Bam, 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 bam. More of someone who like yes ands instead of is just like no stop.
Which I was afraid today that you were going to be no stop because most of what I was saying to you, you were like, just shut up, James.
Well, that's why I was like, normally I would just say nah and just move on. But you know what? Today we're painting with macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, we got that great laminator bit.
Yeah.
If you could laminate yourself, how quickly do you think you could live? I mean, how quickly would
like
you do you think?
How fast would I be? Because of the air resistance would just be none.
You're already air resistant, dude.
Whoa.
Because you ain't got no hair. And that's what makes you beautiful. I'm kidding. Everything about you makes you beautiful. Even when you strike me.
Stop. I do not and never have hit James.
You've wiggled me in my sleep while you're sleeping.
Because you're having a nightmare.
No, I'm saying with your legs. You like wiggle your legs on me in a kicking fashion.
Oh, okay.
And you once struck Franklin.
Oh, no.
It was very sad. I was so afraid. Yeah, I miss him.
I miss him too.
Franklin, wherever you're at, get down here. Nicole, today,
yes,
we watched episode possibly 17 of Timeranger entitled
16.
The Holy Twisted Fist. I know that's correct.
Yeah.
Just not the number it was.
It's only when I don't write it down that you don't remember.
Do you want to give a quick rundown of what happened in the episode and I'll find out the number?
Okay.
All right.
The episode is about what's his face teaching a kid whose name I don't no, that's a lie. I thought it would be funny if I didn't remember their names, but that's stupid, so never mind. Okay, cool. So I wrote it down in my notes. I was just being lazy. Okay, the Red Ranger Tatsuya is teaching a kid how to fight karate style, and the kid is being bullied by a gang. And then do I just tell spoilers?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay. Then he punches the gang leader real hard. And you think that they're dead, but they're not because they show up later. And then he becomes a gang leader. Mind you, this kid is like
in middle school.
13. And the gang members are all like older than him. And the Launders set it up because this a lady, and Tatsuya is like, fuck you, that's not what karate's for. And the kid's like, okay.
And then they save the day. And all the kids from the gang end up taking those stolen funds and putting it into Tatsuya's pocket to become a karate leader. Because I wrote this down, that Tatsuya taught karate so well, his student conquered the city's underworld. Like, I would promote that. Be like, hey, you know that kid that made even adults feel dominated?
No, because it'd be more like we took down this gang.
Yeah.
You don't want to like promote that you're associated with and like proud of gang members.
I mean, unless you're in rap music.
If you're like a business person, that doesn't condone those activities. Am I using that word right?
Yeah.
Does condone? I don't know.
I don't know. That condemns those.
Sure.
But TV shows like Mob Wives and stuff, I've never understood how that works, because you're not supposed to. I know Happy discusses it.
The show Happy.
Yeah. It's weird.
I don't know. Google it.
Yeah. Because it's
everyone just has to sign an NDA.
No, but they're actively talking about this stuff. Also, it's like, I'm a mob wife. My husband was in the mob or is in the mob.
Yeah.
They could be like, oh, well, we
have proof.
You're saying it right here. Maybe it's people either they quit, but even if they quit, it still doesn't make sense. Guys, if you know the legalities and
just fucking Google it.
Okay, I want someone to tell me things, but do not at me on things that I did not ask.
Tell him false information just because it would be funny.
Okay, so this kid's mom is worried about him, rightfully so. If we had a child, or even if like we saw Frank just punching over and over again a tree, and we're like, hey, dude, do you want to eat? And he just goes, leave me alone. Nicole, what did you say?
Go away, Mom. I'm trying to vanquish my enemies.
Yeah, that's so nerd and weeb, as they would say. A parent would be terrified of that. They would feel like they failed their child.
Yeah.
Clearly something is wrong.
Yeah. That's why she goes to Tatsuya.
I mean, yeah. Well, she went there because he had fallen downstairs, but really he like was trying to walk downstairs on his face because nowhere else is. He's trying to do a kiss the stairs curb style.
Yeah, well, he told his mom that it was from karate.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's why she goes to Tatsuya.
Oh, okay. An adult is beating up on you? is kicking your ass?
It could be other kids in the class.
Okay. You would think she would know that it's a class of one. Also, why would you rent out this huge auditorium to practice?
He's rich, remember?
No, he's not rich. He doesn't take money from his parents.
My puppy is rich.
You wish.
I don't.
No, I'm your poppy now.
Oh, okay.
Mommy. But she comes in.
Stop.
And this goes in. She like looks at Tatsuya, the mom does, and like he sits down and she's like, I'm his mom. And then I was like, I'm his mom and I'm a MYLF, and that means a mother you'd like to fuck. It'd be like pretty a ballsy move for a mom to say that to a cub. because she's a cougar. She's like, and I'm a MYLF.
Yeah.
And I'm a meal as well. Because I'm a snack and a half. Oh, baby, MYLF-like. And he's like, no, thank you, ma'am. I'm in love with someone from the future. She'd be like, don't make up stories. And then Yuri would have to come and be like, no, I'm really from the future.
I'm surprised you didn't change the F to finger.
Oh, yeah. I always want. Fingering is so much
like
better than sex, you know?
Your MO is that fingering is funny.
It's also fun. Fingering is fun. And don't tell me otherwise, people out there. Either to be fingered or get to be fingered or to finger. It's fun. You got any more notes?
Yeah.
All right, what's up?
The laundersies are in the red money-wise. And then I put, wait, how did they know about all the criminals?
There was this prison, and they were being sent to in this prison, because they're all freeze compact, it's a small area. And it was kept in this thing that could also be a ship and a time machine. So they just hijacked the prison and time traveled with all of these people there.
Yeah, but how did they know who did what?
They were like business associates, or just during this time, hey, we know these criminals because we're criminals. Kind of like when you're in a scene, you know of other people in the scene.
You're a scene.
We've never been in a scene. Guys, let us be in your scene. We don't care what scene it is. Just throw us in there. We'll welcomed with open arms.
We're too awkward and weird to be part of a scene.
Yeah, it sucks. The rap scene, they don't want me.
Yeah.
That's what sucks the most. No matter where I try to go, no one wants me.
That's
artistically.
not true.
Artistically. Well, like little fragments want me, but it's not like we're this entire group's gonna champion this boy.
Okay, well now that's a different thing. This is a different thing now. The person, the criminal of this episode is extortionist gang boss Flan. So yeah, that's a thing.
Or Flane.
Or
Little orphan Flanny.
Yeah, this kid like loves watering flowers or whatever, and the gang is bullying him for money.
He likes gardening, but you like brought that down to he likes watering flowers.
Okay.
I just thought it was a funny way to say like his hobby is gardening. Hey guys, there was a huge ass pause right here.
Just leave it in.
No, I'm not leaving it in. People will think their podcast app broke on them.
Yeah, probably.
It happens to me all the time. Mostly on With Gorley and Rust.
Just like put in I don't know, something.
No, I'm just taking out the pause.
The gang, adults are afraid of them, and so they're like, nah, teachers aren't gonna help you, bud, because they're also afraid. Like they don't even try to ask anyone.
Yeah.
They're just like, nah.
And then
You're
when
fucked.
the kid asked Tatsuya, like, hey, train me so I can, like, fight them, Tatsuya says, I didn't teach you karate for that. I taught you it to protect people.
It's not for revenge.
Yeah, but...
And I'm like, it's not revenge. It's self-defense.
Yes, this kid is getting the shit kicked out of him. It's not revenge. He doesn't have to... There's no here. It's just venge.
Yeah.
It's bad. And then he pedals back on it later because he's protecting these flowers. That is what he wants to be trained to fight for. And then later on, he beats the shit out of Tatsuya because
even then, you could frame it that way, that he is protecting flowers.
Yeah.
It's not. You could even say it's not self-defense. He's.
But Tatsuya knows that because he goes like, oh, now don't you see? This is what you're supposed to be doing. Protecting what you love. Flowers. The defenseless. The weak out in the world. And then he snaps a flower in half and he's like, it's so easy to
and
do.
He eats it.
He says, love me not. Love me. Love me not.
Yeah.
And he's
like,
looking at Yuri
I want
dead
the kid
stare.
to just like spit in his face and be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Just leave.
You made me become a gang leader to learn my lesson. A very tan, borderline offensive.
A lesson that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, because you already told him, and that was something he was already doing.
Yeah.
That would be like, what's a lesson someone would try to teach me? I don't know. I'm fucking perfect. Listeners of the show know that is not true.
Who are they? The Timerangers are like, okay, this gang targets schools. These are all the schools in the area, which means that they have 200 million victims. And I was like, that's an insane number. And I asked James where like they live, and James was like, I don't know. So, because I wanted to see like how many people live in that area to see like if that's just like more than the people that even live there.
I didn't know that. I thought they were saying they got I thought they said 2 million yen.
No, because I wrote down 200 million.
Or 200 million yen.
Victims.
Dang, that is nuts.
Yeah.
For real, not 200,000?
No, it was definitely million.
Okay. That's insane if that is true.
I guess we should rewind it and like...
Guys, let us know in a 5-star iTunes review.
If it was people or money.
There's a fake freckle hooligans, and that's my new band name, Lil Corey would say.
1 person. It was 1 person.
But also, back on like kids learning martial arts, they learn martial arts to be strong. Which maybe that's why it's driven home, hey, use this for self-defense and not just beating the shit out of randos.
Yeah. Right. So Tatsuya then is like, you're doing karate for the wrong reasons. I'm not going to teach you anymore. Even though Tatsuya is absolutely wrong in this situation. Yeah. And then the gang members come back, and then his name is Makoto, I think.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it, and just punches the leader guy in the face.
Shibuya.
And he just goes out cold.
Yeah.
And then the flan in the lady form is like slow clapping and is like, you're the leader now because you took out the leader, and the leader is the strongest person.
Which the leader of MLMpod should be the strongest person. So
AKA TC.
I would say TC or Jose, because Jose was in the military, but I don't know if he's still on like a military regimen of working out. If not, then it's TC. Corwin would say it's Corwin, and Corwin thinks he can break me like I'm a bat, but I think it's TC. TC is the de facto leader of Marshland Media.
But I feel like TC also has the strongest spirit.
I think TC would deny that.
I know, I was like, on second thought.
We're all dangerously depressed.
Yeah, so I mean, TC could have the strongest spirit.
I think Joe
out of us.
Joe or Rudy out of all of us are probably the most balanced.
Yeah.
Let us know, guys. Out of all the people at Marshland Media, who do you think is the most like
mentally sound?
Yeah. If they were to kill themselves, it's who you would be most surprised.
Okay.
I hope none of them do that.
Makoto kid. Oh, once he like has a glow up into being a gang leader, he's wearing so much makeup, and his foundation is so dark.
Yeah.
Like it looks like he got a fake tan. That's how bad it is.
Were there any people in your grade that tanned way too much?
My sister
Okay.
wasn't in my grade. But yeah, of course.
There were a couple because one of them, their mom owned, or their family owned, all of the like tanning places in the area.
Yeah.
So she just grew up in the tanning culture. And then one of my friends, his sister, who was also in my grade, their mom had a tanning bed in their house. So she would just tan all the time.
Oof.
Yeah, not good for teens to be doing this.
Yeah.
But boy, they're getting that vitamin D possibly. I don't know if UV rays in general give vitamin D or if it's just specifically the sun.
I don't know.
And how does that fucking work? Just magical rays are being shot into me?
Your body turns vitamin C into vitamin D.
Oh, so you need to have vitamin C in your system in order for it to turn it into vitamin D?
Yeah, I
Okay,
think.
so how the first living cell was created,
It's like
it was
how
just
your body absorbs it.
in that primordial goo.
Sure.
And then the sun hit it in a way, and then that flipped a switch in that single cell organism.
Vitamin D, and that's how.
Yeah, vitamin D. It's the life vitamin.
It's life giving.
Yeah, that's why it's jacked in milk. I meant to say like that's why milk is jacked full of it.
Yeah.
But it's added in there.
Yeah.
Oh, but also on his outfit, his hair looked like a character from Shark Tale. Like if you were to take these fish in the sea and turn them into people, like their hairdos would be what he looked like in his wardrobe.
Because it had like bright colors.
Yeah, and it also was like up like a fin.
I guess.
And then
I mean, he just looks like an anime character.
His wardrobe was very swingers-esque, like your money, baby.
Yeah. Vince Vaughn and that shit. This note is going on to like the final fight.
Yeah.
Did you have anything before that?
No, mine's also doing that.
Which is just that Tatsuya tickles Flan.
It's some Car Ranger shit, guys.
Yeah.
It's very out of place.
It was weird.
In this series.
Like, why?
I don't know. It's never established that this person is ticklish. Tatsuya just gives it a go. Even if you're in a fighting...
Gives it a go.
Even if you're in a fighting situation, tickling to me is such like an intimate thing. Not like sexually intimate. It's just like it's making you giggle and it's so close.
It's involuntary.
And it's because it's tender. I don't care how badly you're getting beaten. If you need someone off from you, do not tickle them unless that is in the rules and it's allowed. So it's known previously. Like if a boxer just whipped out his...
WWE's newest fighter, Tickle Me Elmo.
Well, then everyone has to tickle him. Tickle you, Elmo.
Yeah.
But if like a boxer was like in the corner up against the ropes and he just whipped off his gloves and started tickling the other, that'd be great.
I mean, he'd probably lose.
No, you'd get some points for that.
No.
And then if he's in a tickling fit, and oh my God, you tickle the center of the tummy with just one hand, and they're like, oh, and then you right hook them, and they're dead.
With no gloves on.
Oh, you have to put the glove back on, because that's illegal. That's illegal, dude.
But tickling's not illegal.
No, now it's fine in this setting.
Okay.
Karate Kid, he's about to do that crane, and not Daniel-san, the Cobra Kai.
He kicks his shoe off and tickles you with his toes.
Oh, I was gonna say because he's like he has a bunch of room. He thinks he's gonna go head on, but no. Cobra Kai Kid barrel rolls, does a somersault to the side, stands up while Daniel-san is still in crane position. That your sides are open. Tickle, tickle. And he giggles, and his foot's already fucked up, so he like falls and probably like cracks his ankle.
Yeah.
And then,
Remember when you thought Stan Lee's first name was short for Staniel?
okay, we were watching a Marvel movie, and I say, "Oh, there's Staniel," and then Nicole's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "That's right. That's what it's short for." Because we say Daniel so much, I just think anything with like AN shortened should be. And then I was like, "Oh, it would be Stanley."
Yeah.
But then it's Stanley Lee.
Stanley.
Staniel Lee sounds good.
His middle name is Stan.
Stanley. Yeah. No, it's Staniel Lee.
Yeah.
That's so good. That sounds also like badass.
No, it doesn't.
Like he's gonna punch you. I'm Staniel Lee. It might also sound like a
Can I
porn name.
change my name to Staniel?
Who knows?
Oh.
And the ending's just, it's so inconsequential. All that happens in the final scene, they make a tornado, they do some fast punch, time's up, swimp, it's done.
Yeah. But what about the closing of the story? It's one of those things where they just like tell you what happened. They're like, the gang was disbarred. What is that?
Disbanded?
Disintegrated.
Ooh, they snapped.
And now he's teaching karate to these hooligans.
Yeah, and they returned all the money, so it's good.
Yeah.
Also, all these kids should be in jail.
Yeah.
Like, Tatsuya shouldn't have been like, you make things right. No, like, he still needs to answer for what he's done. Kids, I don't care. All kids should be trialed as adults.
Them by teaching them karate.
Oh, yeah, that is a discipline.
Yeah.
So, you want to know what? Maybe they don't want to be there on their own volitions, but this is court mandated. That's the shit you need. You need to get into an industry that is court mandated, and then you just like get to reap what the government sows.
Mm-hmm.
Howard Kramer was talking about when he worked at Comedy Defense Driving School in Texas. Like someone like lobbied for these bills that if you get caught, or like if you have a driving strike and you need your license back, you go to these specific driving schools. So it was just a grift on the state.
Yeah.
So we need an industry like that. Like prisoners come out and they have to tell their stories on a podcast to like really open up, and then they come here to record.
Sure.
Oh, man, making nice $15 an hour?
Very low bar, James.
Well, that's minimum wage. Eventually. All right, Nicole, that's all I got to say.
I have one more thing.
Yeah.
Why aren't they trying to just find their headquarters?
No idea.
Like, it seems like a lot of the time they're like, oh, we're bored because we need business. We're just gonna sit around bored, instead of like trying to figure out where the fuck their headquarters is.
Yeah, especially because technology from that time gives off time energy or whatever.
Yeah.
We saw that in a previous episode. They could just, like, TOC should be constantly scouting and detecting this shit.
Or is it because it's a ship, so they're like in space or something?
No, they're not in space. They're crash landed into the forest.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. That looks very Pee-wee's Playhouse-esque when they're going in the forest at first. It gives me those feels.
Yeah, why aren't they?
I don't know. It's the same thing with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Why aren't they looking for, like, hives of vampires?
The source. Go to the
Yes.
source.
That's why I just suck on udders. I go to the source.
I'm pissed.
Chia! Or are you peeved? Nicole, what you got to plug then?
Oh, baby. Go to darlinghomebody.com for creepy, cute stuff. I'm gonna have a new color of CD Skulls out.
Whoa, what color?
It's like a light pink.
Whoa.
Like it said blush, or like a dusty rose.
You make me blush and you make me a dusty rose.
like a rose petal, which whenever you see like rose petal as a color, it's never like red like you picture a rose. It's always like a very light pink, which makes no sense to me. Anyway, darlinghomebody.com, at darlinghomebody on social media, twitch.tv, and Patreon.
Gia and guys, happy Valentine's Day. Guess what? This was our Valentine's Day episode all along.
Whoa.
Sorry we couldn't double date like we have previous years. But guys, speaking of Twitch, go over to twitch.tv/mostly speaking Sentai, where I'm playing games. Nicole and I are playing games. Our Mario Party streams have been very, very good recently. They're fun. I've also been doing stuff with TC on that channel where we're doing a 10 for 10. We come up with a genre of music. So far, we've done rap music, white people music. Next, we're going to be doing Chicago or Illinois versus Detroit or Michigan. I bring 10 songs, he brings 10 songs, and then we listen along, generally on a playlist because we can't play the stuff on Twitch properly. Except the stream coming out this Sunday, most of my music I'm going to be able to play because I produced a lot of it. Or they're my friends.
Are all the songs you picked just your own?
No, none of them are me.
Yeah.
I got MC Deep. I got my friends God Hates Us. There's an X somewhere in that. You figure it out.
Yeah. Probably the O.
Yeah. Yeah, and hates.
It's Gex Hates Us.
I mean, how? How would it be Gex?
Like X.
Oh, GX.
Yeah.
But there's still a D.
Throw that away.
Okay. Throw the D
the
away.
D is silent.
Throw that D in that V, baby. Or in that B. Or in that M. M means mashed potatoes. Throw it in there, guys. Hard, soft, warm, or cold. That D is going in that M.
Oh, my God.
It's very fun over there. And then, hey, guys, go over to MLMpod.com for all the other podcasts I do, such as This Movie's Gay, Hit It and Crit It, which will be coming back as soon as we can, and What the Hell Mouth. Then please go over to patreon.com/MLMpod for exclusive podcasts such as Engage with Nicolas Cage, Talking About Beyblade, the Toku Reading Corner, and the Podcast That Be. And if you're also over there, the $10 patrons, they get exclusive stuff like streams, soon to be watch-alongs. We already did a Casper watch-along. It'll be great. That is also available to the $5 patrons, the Casper one. But they also get friggin' shout-outs. Let's see if I can do this from memory. So, let's begin, starting with Steve F., Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour, Alex Z, a.k.a. The Waz, Defo, who will be on this show sometime in the future because he's got an album coming out and I mixed that album. Then we have Two Grapes. That's 2 grapes for the price of Grun. I'm kidding. That leads into our next patron, Duo Grunfox. That's 2 grapes for the price of Grun. Then we have Tyler Wright, our friend. He's been on the show. And Elliot W, a.k.a. Garlic Sunshine on Instagram. Let's see if we did all of that. Steve, Eric, Alex, Orion, Kayla, Grunfox, Tyler Wright, Elliot W. We did it. Please head over there. Add your name to it. And if you have an Instagram or something that you want us to add on to that, let us know. We'll do it. We'll plug your shit every single free episode of this network, as long as you're there as a $10 patron. Or just do the $1 or the $5. You'll get also all the cool shit, not the watch-alongs and the bonus stuff.
Don't tell them that.
Okay, all right, guys. I've been James.
I'm Nicole.
And we've been Mostly Speaking Sentai. Bye. See you in class, bitch sticks. Bye-bye. This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit MLMpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today.